Hi everyone, I am down at the South Perth foreshore. You can't actually see the skyline behind me because it is a bit hazy, but I don't know why it's a bit hazy today. But it's my son's birthday, so I'm sitting down at the park. We've just had some Hungry Jacks. He wanted a picnic, and as I was leaving the office today, the girls were talking about how, or the property manager, we're talking about how the media started talking about rents hiking in Perth and rents going up, and already we've had our first call from our landlord who has said, can my property go up from $480 to $550 per week? So what I just wanted to go through with landlords is when you can increase rent. So obviously you can increase rents at the end of your fixed lease agreement if the correct notice is being given. And normally the 60 days prior to the lease expiring, you'd sort of start the negotiations. The other time you can increase rent is if the tenant is on a periodic tenancy, and which means that there's no end date, and you give the tenant 60 days notice of the increase. So if that is applicable to you and you're sort of seeing the media and you're thinking that you might want to do a rent review, always a really great idea to actually check to see whether you've had one for a while. And if you haven't, absolutely call your property manager and get the rent reviewed. But don't listen to the media too much in these very, very early stages of predicting that the rents are going to go up. Ask your property manager for a real on the ground honest opinion of what's happening with the rents, what they're noticing. Are they seeing that rents are going up? Are they decreasing? Are they staying the same? And get them to do that comparative market analysis for you, and that will determine whether it is whether you can do a rent review or not. If it comes back and you can't, maybe just diarise in 6 months' time just to check it again, and then see whether you can do a rent review at that time. So don't just listen to the media and go, woohoo, gonna increase my rent. So it doesn't work like that. And the media really works on the median house price, and sometimes, like, South Perth's not necessarily an area that it falls behind a little bit. I'm not expecting those massive hikes they're talking about to probably happen till maybe in 6 months' time. I reckon we'll start seeing it. So, and I mean, don't get me wrong, it's great for real estate business owners when rents start going up. But yeah, it's also not worth losing a really, really good tenant over it. So, if you are not sure whether you can even have a look at the rent, like whether sometimes some owners don't even remember whether their tenants are fixed or periodic. Always a good call to make to the property manager just to get a bit of a status update. So I've got some owners where they actually come and see me every 12 months, and we just have a chat about the property, about the market, what we're seeing, what we're not seeing. And I do encourage all landlords to speak or visit their property managers once a year just to get that bit of check, and that check up on the property. It's always a good idea. That was the wind coming through. Anyway, I'm all finished. Speak to you later.